right. They're trying to force you to change your behavior by making you suffer. And now a liberal columnist has given us the proof. As you know, gas prices have been falling for about a month. National average for a gallon, $4.44, 50 cents lower than a month ago. That's definitely going in the right direction for about 99% of people. But in a new op-ed at Bloomberg, the writer claims this is a bad thing. Eduardo Porter. It's hard. It's a harder name to say than you think. Say it 3 times. Thinks the president should set a $5 minimum price per gallon. The president should do that. The federal government should do that to combat climate change. Does he not realize it would potentially wreck the global economy and bankrupt the poor? In studio, Fox News contributor, professor of business and economics at the King's College in Manhattan. It's time for Brianomics with Brian Brenberg. So is this evil? Is it stupid? What is it?
It's straight down the line leftist progressivism. This is the underlying ideology of that system is somebody has to lose in order for somebody to win. And so his idea is you've got to pay. We're never going to get the green unless you pay more than $5 for gas. And that is the absolute antithesis of free markets, which says we get there by winning together. We create value by finding cheap, abundant energy and building companies and innovating. And that's how we get to green energy.
And that's the incentive for people. Let me come up with the technology first, and then I can make people's lives better and enrich myself at the same time. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's great. I do have a problem with punishing poor people and forced austerity, which is exactly what this is. And so let me ask you this, as an economist, what happens when? So say the president says, hear ye, I declare gas, the floor is $5 a gallon, you are never paying less than that. So what happens if the price of oil just tanks and gas is cheap? So what happens to those profits?
Then it's all black markets from here. So forget about an economy that works where you have legal protections when you buy things and you sell things. If they actually did that, you would get an entire underground economy, which would probably be good, actually, because we'd be using the resources that we should use. But that would decimate the economy and would hurt the least well off the most. I mean, you cannot impoverish your way to innovation. That is the #1 lesson of economics. You innovate, you grow by getting wealthier. And the only way the world is going to do that, I'm talking the world, not just the U.S., but every country around the globe, is to find cheap, abundant energy and build their economy on that. Progressives don't get that, because it's like quasi-religion. They think you've got to make a sacrifice to get the thing that you want.
That's such a good point, because it is a religion. There's so much dogma. And, you know, the adherence to that dogma sacrifices almost everything.
It's so puritanical. Their view is you can have solar and wind, or you can have fossil fuels, but you can't have both.
Yeah. What if you had both? I mean, what if you had cities where it was cheaper to power the grid, and then it would be cheaper for people to plug in their electric cars?
You have to have both. You can't actually have it that way. But that analysis of solar and wind or fossil fuels isn't based on science. It's not based on data. It's not based on history. It is a state. It's a puritanical statement. It's based on purity. I don't feel good if we still use fossil fuels. Well, what if fossil fuels are what gets you to solar and wind? Because that's actually what will happen. In fact, that's the reality of the world we live in now. Every innovation that we enjoy right now is on the basis of capital created by businesses, by companies, by individuals who had the energy to do that work. You take away the energy, you don't get the innovation. It's a philosophical problem we're dealing with right now. And it's not a hard one for people to understand. You get wealthy, and when you get wealthy, you get greener. That's actually the formula that works.
Yes, and if that weren't the formula, then China and India
North Korea would have solar farms and wind farms and power everything. They've got nothing.
Yes, exactly right.
And that's a sad story, but that's actually the path we're talking about here by impoverishing our way to pure greenism. It doesn't work.
No, it's not going to work. But hopefully people will wake up from this progressive fever dream, because it is antithetical to freedom and individualism, and that makes it very anti-American.
That's the right way to put it.
Oh, Brian Brenberg, we will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. on the Fox Business Network.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
All right, Minnesota, thank you.